Your reading for January 20th is here, Cancer. There's a pattern here that needs attention. The Hermit. Right out the gate, this card demands you step back, not just from people, but from the noise in your own head. I'm seeing a real tension here, between needing to retreat and the ghosts of your past still pulling at you. You've been carrying those old voices, those old stories. The Hermit says, it's time to stop running from that and actually face it, alone. This card is all about solitude, but not the kind where you just hide away scrolling endlessly or drowning out your thoughts with distractions. No, the Hermit wants you to sit with yourself. Journal, meditate, turn off your phone. Let your soul breathe in silence. I'm noticing some resistance here. You don't want to miss out. You're scared that if you pull back, life will move on without you. They are not the same. Isolation is lonely and empty. Introspection is deep, and it's a lantern lighting your path. Look, I get it. You've been holding on to the past like a security blanket, not by forgetting, but by understanding. What lessons did those memories teach you? What inner wisdom are you ignoring? You don't have to rush this. Slow down. Stop scrolling. Write down what's really going on inside. In fact, take a day or two offline. No social media, no noise, just you and your thoughts. I see a lot of Cancer energy here. Heart on your sleeve, protective, sensitive. Don't wait for someone else to hand you answers. You have them inside you. The more you retreat, the clearer things will become. That tension you feel, it's because you're stuck between old patterns and new growth. It's not about hiding from the world. It's about healing your soul so you can step back in stronger. This card is a call for deep reflection. Maybe even a mini retreat. Light a candle, sit quietly, ask yourself the tough questions you've been avoiding. What do you really want? Where have you been settling? What parts of your past are still controlling your choices? Write it all down. Don't censor. This is your sacred time. You might want quick answers or fast fixes. Don't. Wisdom takes time. It's like digging for treasure. You need patience and quiet focus. You don't gain clarity by rushing or distracting yourself. You gain it by being still. So cancel plans if you have to. Say no to social events that drain you. Protect your energy like it's gold. I'm seeing a light at the end of this tunnel, Cancer. But it's dim right now because you're in the dark. When you do, that light will guide you through the past's grip and into a space where you can make decisions free from old fears. You have that strength. You just need to claim it. So start small. Shut off your phone for an hour tonight. Journal without editing. Sit on your porch or in your room and breathe. Ask yourself what your soul really needs. That honesty will break the tension you're feeling between who you were and who you want to be. You're ready for this, even if it doesn't feel like it. Take it. 6 of Cups. You're stepping into a scene drenched in old light. 6 of Cups pulls you back to childhood places, those corners of your mind where innocence still whispers. Nostalgia isn't just a feeling here, it's a call to action. Look through those dusty photo albums. Text that friend you haven't spoken to in years. Sit in the park where you used to play. The 6 of Cups urges you to reconnect, to embrace those moments that made you laugh without reason. But wait, hold on. This isn't about living in the past. Don't fall into the trap of idealizing what was. The 6 of Cups warns against clinging so tightly to old memories that you resist what's happening now. You might find yourself replaying mistakes or wishing people hadn't changed. That's a dead end. Instead, use the sweetness of those memories as fuel. Let them remind you of your resilience and the pure joy you're capable of. The past isn't a cage, it's a springboard. I'm seeing a reunion on the horizon, not necessarily with people, but with parts of yourself you left behind. Maybe you shelved your creativity, your sense of wonder, or your ability to trust easily. Dig out that old journal, pick up that hobby, or write a letter you never sent. These actions reconnect you with your core. You don't have to explain why, just do it. The innocence you reclaim will soften the tough edges of your present. Revisiting old friends or places isn't about escaping, it's about grounding. When you sit with those memories, ask yourself, what lessons did I learn? Which parts hurt me? And which parts healed me? There's a fine line here. Sentimentality can be comforting, but also blinding. Be vigilant not to gloss over the growth you've made since then. You might feel a pull to revisit childhood homes or reconnect with family members. That's natural. But remember, this card isn't a free pass to ignore current challenges. For example, if an old friendship resurfaces, approach it with fresh eyes. People change. You changed. Don't expect the same script. Instead, write a new scene that honors who you are now. Behaviorally, take concrete steps. Reach out with a simple message. Hey, I was thinking about you. Look through your old belongings. Visit the places that made you smile. These acts aren't about nostalgia alone. They're about rediscovering your foundation. And that foundation is what supports your next move, your next chapter. But caution, don't get stuck. You might notice yourself lingering too long in comfortable memories, avoiding the discomfort of growth. That's the pitfall. Resist the urge to rewrite history as perfect. Instead, accept its complexity. Your past shaped you, yes, but it doesn't own you. So here's the thread to pull. Embrace the innocence you find in these revisitations. Let it remind you how to hope again. But keep your eyes on the horizon. Growth demands you carry those lessons forward, not backward. That's where you'll find your true strength. 7 of Swords just showed up, and I'm seeing a sharp warning here. This card screams deception and strategy, the kind where someone's hiding motives or planning behind your back. That uneasy feeling that someone's not being straight with you. 7 of Swords isn't just about others. It's about your own moves, too. Are you holding back? Scheming quietly? Protecting yourself by staying silent? That's exactly what the 7 of Swords calls for. But be careful. Hold on. If you're thinking of acting without a plan, pause. 7 of Swords demands strategy, not rash moves. You could be setting yourself up for betrayal if you rush or trust blindly. Watch for red flags you might have been brushing off. Someone's story might not add up. Dig beneath the surface. Question what you're being told and what you're telling yourself. You might find hidden agendas in unexpected places. Actually, no, don't let paranoia take over. The 7 of Swords warns about sabotage through deceit. If you're spinning your own webs of secrecy just to feel in control, that's a trap. The tension you're feeling now, it might be coming from your own doubts and the stories you tell yourself in the dark. You can't outsmart your own mind by hiding from the truth. Face it head on. That's the real strategy here. You're in a mid-conflict moment. You've been pulled between retreat and moving forward. Now, you're realizing some of that conflict comes from hidden motives, both inside and outside yourself. Remember the tension from before? That tug between nostalgia and growth? The 7 of Swords says you have to be vigilant with your trust. Protect your interests without shutting down completely. This is a tightrope walk. Keep your cards close, yes, but don't isolate so much that you can't see who's really in your corner. You might be questioning everyone's motives, but take a breath before you cut people out. Sometimes the real betrayal is in your own fears. The 7 of Swords pushes you to balance stealth with awareness. Use cunning to shield your heart, but don't let it harden completely. You might be keeping secrets to avoid vulnerability. I get it. Vulnerability feels risky, especially now. But hiding too much fuels doubt and confusion. You don't have to spill everything, but be honest with yourself about what you're feeling and why. That's the only way out of this fog of mistrust. This card asks, what are you not facing? What truths are you avoiding because they feel dangerous? The answers are there, beneath the surface. Use strategy to uncover them. Protect yourself with clear eyes, not blind fear. Your next step needs to be calculated, not reactive. Don't ignore what your gut is telling you. That sneaky feeling, the one you push down, it's your internal warning system. 7 of Swords says listen to it. But also check yourself before you jump to conclusions. Balance skepticism with kindness, to others and yourself. You've been asked to confront discomfort before. Now you're asked to confront hidden motives, yours and theirs. The path ahead requires stealth and honesty. Protect your heart, but don't wall it off. This is a delicate dance of trust and caution. The strategy here isn't just about dodging harm. It's about reclaiming your power without losing your integrity. Keep your eyes open, plans tight, and don't let fear dictate your moves. You're sharper than this chaos, even if it feels messy now. You'll get through it, with your wits and your heart intact. Strength reversed. Here's the thing. This card is glaring at your inner weakness, that self, doubt you keep pushing aside. The Strength reversed warns you not to ignore how insecure you feel right now. You're caught in an inner struggle, but you might be pretending it's not there. I'm seeing you avoid challenges lately. That hesitation, it's not just caution, it's a block. You hesitate to speak up or take a risk because you don't trust yourself fully. The Strength reversed calls out self-criticism and the constant need for validation. You look for others to confirm your worth, but that only feeds the cycle. Hold on, this isn't about weakness. It's about acknowledging where you're fragile so you can build from there. Stop isolating yourself. Seek support. Talk to someone who lifts you. Actually, no. Don't try to fake confidence. Instead, build your confidence slowly. Set small, manageable goals that challenge your fears without overwhelming you. This might be a reminder, but it's worth saying again. Self-doubt doesn't define you. It's a moment, not your identity. I'm seeing a pattern where fear of failure keeps you stuck. You avoid situations where you might stumble, but that avoidance drains your energy more than the challenge would. Stop running from discomfort. Lean into it. That's how you rebalance. Remember the tension you felt earlier between retreat and growth? You want harmony, but you're battling your own lack of faith. This is the turning point. The real power is in embracing your vulnerabilities. You might be tempted to blame outside forces for this inner weakness. Don't. This card asks you to own your feelings without judgment. It's okay to admit you're struggling. That honesty is what shifts the energy. Stop the cycle of self-criticism and start practicing self-compassion. Behaviorally, watch for when you shut down or avoid responsibility. That's a warning flag. Speak up in a meeting, set a boundary, try something new, even if your first attempt feels shaky. Those actions chip away at self-doubt. Look at your daily habits. Are you seeking constant reassurance from others? Are you harsh with yourself when things don't go perfectly? Catch those moments. It shows you what to work on. You're at a crossroads with this. You can let fear and insecurity dictate your path, or you can choose to build resilience. It's not about ignoring your weaknesses, but refusing to be controlled by them. This card demands honesty and action. So don't isolate. Don't bury your doubts. Confront them. Talk about them. Write them down. Then, step by step, prove you can handle more than you think. That's the balance you've been searching for. Temperance reversed. This card is screaming imbalance right now. The Temperance reversed warns you're pushing too hard in one direction and neglecting the other. I'm seeing extremes in your life, maybe work, maybe emotions, where you go full throttle and crash hard after. Deep down, you already had a sense of this. Maybe you've been overworking, saying yes to everything while your body and soul scream for a break. Or maybe you've been swinging between emotional highs and lows, unable to find that steady middle ground. The Temperance, reversed, doesn't let you hide from this cycle of excess. It's pointing to disharmony that's bleeding into your daily routine. This isn't just about burnout, though that's real. It's about the way you push past limits, ignoring the signals. Maybe you've ignored healthy boundaries or sacrificed self-care for achievement. This card calls out overindulgence, but not just in food or drink. It's in how you invest your energy and attention. Too much of anything, and the balance snaps. You've been resistant to compromise, thinking you need to be all or nothing. You have to practice moderation, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. That means saying no to some things. That means slowing down to listen. That means choosing harmony over extremes. Look at your daily habits. Are you neglecting rest? Are you fueling your body and mind with chaos? This card demands you evaluate where you've tipped the scale too far. Emotional volatility? That's a red flag. It's hard to steady yourself when the pendulum swings wildly. I'm seeing the tension between your drive and your need for calm. You can't keep pushing without pulling back. The energy isn't sustainable. You might feel like you're on a treadmill going nowhere fast. Actually, no. Stop the treadmill. Step off. Seek balance. Don't ignore the signs of excess. Burnout isn't just exhaustion. It's a warning flare. Maybe it's setting boundaries around work hours. Maybe it's carving out time for quiet, for meditation, for healing. Maybe it's dialing back those all or nothing habits that leave you depleted. Remember, balance doesn't mean perfect control. It means flexibility. It means knowing when to push and when to pause. You don't have to be extreme to be effective. Not someone else's, not the world's. Look for opportunities to blend your energies instead of splitting them. Integrate rest with effort. Balance social time with solitude. Moderate your impulses. This card is a mirror reflecting what you already sensed. Harmony is missing, and it's time to act. If you resist, you risk emotional volatility and physical burnout. That's the real danger. You've faced tension before. You've confronted fear and doubt. Now, face this imbalance head on. Be honest with yourself about what you're neglecting. In this moment, clarity comes from choosing moderation, from finding peace in the middle ground, from embracing small, steady steps rather than dramatic swings. You can do this. It starts with one choice, one action, to restore harmony in your life. Don't overdo. Don't push past your limits. Find the line between effort and ease. That line is your new foundation. That line leads to healing. All right, Cancer, here we are, the last stretch, the finale. The cards you pulled tell me you're ready to put it all together. Let's get into this. First up, the World. This card is screaming completion and fulfillment. You've come full circle. Think of it as closing a big, heavy door after a long journey. You've earned the right to celebrate your milestones. But here's the catch. Don't freeze at the finish line. The world wants you to acknowledge how far you've come, yes, but also to welcome what's next. Don't fear new beginnings just because one chapter ends. You already caught on to this earlier with the thing you knew before I said it, didn't you? Each ending is a setup for fresh growth. Now, hold on, the Hermit shows up here too. This card urges introspection, soul-searching, and honest reflection. You've had your moments of solitude, journaling, and reflecting on that pattern you spotted but didn't name earlier. The Hermit is a reminder that the work you've been avoiding is the work that sets you free. You can't just sprint ahead without checking in with yourself first. So take that time, turn off the noise, look inward and listen hard. That inner guidance? It's your compass for what's next. But wait, there's a twist. This card warns about imbalance and excess. You might be pushing too hard or swinging too far in one direction. Maybe you've overindulged in work or ignored your self-care. This reversal calls you to practice moderation. Find harmony between your ambitions and your well-being. You can't build your new world on burnout and chaos. So set boundaries, breathe, adjust the dial. Balance isn't passive, it's active. Now, the Moon adds a layer of mystery here. This card calls you to trust your intuition and face your subconscious fears. You might be navigating a fog of illusions or confusing signals. Dreams could be vivid, your gut buzzing for attention. Don't run from the dark parts like when clarity felt uncomfortable earlier. Explore those shadows. Write down your dreams. Ask yourself what's really underneath the surface. The Moon reminds you that your intuition is a powerful ally, especially when the path ahead feels unclear. I'm seeing a thread here, the Six of Cups. Nostalgia and reconnecting with your past are part of this finale. But don't get stuck looking backward. Use those childhood memories and reunions as fuel, not chains. Reach out to someone from your past if you need grounding. Look at old photos to remind yourself who you are at your core. But then, bring that innocence forward. Don't get trapped in what was. Growth demands you keep moving. Now, this one stands out, Seven of Swords. It's about strategy and hidden motives. Be smart, protect your interests. Maybe there are secrets you need to keep or plans you're quietly crafting. But also, watch out for deception, whether it's from others or self-sabotage. Question the motives around you. Don't blindly trust, but don't become paranoid either. This card calls for cleverness combined with integrity. And lastly, Strength Reversed. This is tough but important. The Reverse Strength card points to inner weakness, insecurity, and self-doubt. You might be avoiding challenges because you fear failure or don't trust yourself fully. That's okay, acknowledge it. But don't let fear isolate you. Seek support. Build your confidence with small wins. The work you've been avoiding isn't just external tasks. It's the internal fight to own your power. Be kind to yourself in this process. All right, Cancer, here's the big picture. You've been walking a tightrope between introspection and action, between past memories and future dreams, between strategy and vulnerability. The cards say, integrate it all. Use the hermit's wisdom to guide the world's completion. Lean on strength to overcome self-doubt. And never forget the lessons from the Six of Cups and Seven of Swords. Embrace your past, but stay sharp. The work you've been avoiding is the key. It's not glamorous, it's not easy, but it's what sets you free. Face it step by step. Journal your fears, set healthy limits, lean into your gut, and protect your energy. Celebrate what you've done, then move forward with courage and clarity. You're ready, Cancer. The door is open. Step through. Sit with this for a moment. Like, subscribe, and come back when you're ready. I'll be here.